Okay, so for English, I have to tell you the real story of Thanksgiving.
Oh,
And then I have to like record your reactions.
gotcha.
So if you'd be funny, that'd be cool too.
Oh,
Okay.
I got this.
What?
Okay.
Huh? You're kidding.
I didn't even start.
I hope this is on video.
It is. It's a okay. So the actual Thanksgiving that we celebrate came about because English pilgrims came to Massachusetts Bay and met Squanto. Squanto, what? What?
I thought it was
Squanto.
Sasquatch.
No.
No, that's the ape man.
Guys, really? Okay, Squanto was a native, but he grew up as a slave to the Englishmen, and he
It wasn't Sacagawea?
stop.
Wait, what happened to Pocahontas?
Okay, all right. Where am I?
Squad.
Squanto.
Yes. He was a slave to the Englishmen that had previously come to the Americas.
Where's
so
the
he
ranch?
so he already knew English. Like he spoke English.
Mm-hmm.
And he helped teach the pilgrims how to fish and how to grow corn. And then they celebrated a feast. And that's what people say was the first Thanksgiving, but like it really wasn't. But yeah, so that was held to honor Squanto and to help and his help.
Mm-hmm.
But it wasn't actually a Thanksgiving.
Are you telling me that the pilgrims didn't eat mashed potatoes?
Well, I didn't say that
Are you
yet,
telling me that the
but I'm
elementary school
planning on
breakfast
telling
is
you
a
that.
lie?
What?
So did you tell me that the elementary school breakfast is a lie, where we got assigned whether we were a pilgrim or a native, and we had to sit with the people from the AM or PM class and sit across from each other and not sit next
Anyway.
to the same person?
Soon the Puritans also came to what would become the U.S., taking land and either enslaving or killing the natives. A very bloody war broke out between the natives who were fighting back and the Puritans who were murdered.
You can't take it.
Oh my god. Murderous, greedy people. So in 1637, the tribe that went to war with the Puritans held their Green Corn Festival, which is actually where Thanksgiving comes from. So
Did she say green corn or green
Green
corn?
card.
green corn.
She said green corn, not
Green card.
Well,
Okay.
they came over. I didn't know they were stuck in here.
So, guys, the Green Corn Festival was like this festival that the the natives did every single year. But before sunrise, the English and the Dutch surrounded them, and there was over 700 of them. But the natives, and then the natives were all either shot, clubbed, or burned to death inside their longhouses.
Sweet.
I keep losing my place. They were dead.
Squanto.
No!
Sasquatch.
The next day is when the governor of the Massachusetts Bay Colony declared a day of Thanksgiving to celebrate the massacre of the 700 unarmed natives.
I can get behind that.
After this point, the colonists began to regularly attack other native tribes. They enslaved whoever they saw, like, quote unquote, fit to be slaves. So, like, the fit, like, physically fit. Yeah, go. So,
The only student.
okay, so they would enslave them, and if they didn't enslave them, they murdered them and scalped them and actually got commissions, like cash. Not cash, but like they would get money.
They started scalping.
Yeah, kind of,
That sort of.
I think. So, yeah, like the more scalps that they handed in, the more money they got. And then, so after another especially like successful raid, churches announced a second Thanksgiving. During that feast, the heads that were chopped off of the natives were kicked around like soccer balls.
No.
And then the chief of that tribe had been friendly. No, just kidding. A different tribe. The chief of the tribe that had been friendly to the Pilgrims, like Squanto's tribe, back when they first had like what we consider Thanksgiving. So that chief was beheaded, and his head was shoved onto a pole in Plymouth, and it stayed up for 24 years as a sign for the natives to leave the colonists alone. So as the years went on, the massacres became more frequent, and subsequently so did the Thanksgiving celebrations. But George Washington suggested that they just have one Thanksgiving per year. And then during the Civil War, when Abraham Lincoln was president, he decided to make it a national holiday. And ironically, he decided to make it a holiday on the same day that he ordered troops to march against a starving tribe in Minnesota.
Honest Abe did that?
Weird
Yeah.
flex, but okay.
Well, he also didn't even say that he didn't like slavery. He just what?
He wanted the Union to stay together.
Yeah. That he just
He
didn't
was like,
even
we all
banish
have to be
slavery.
one way or the other.
What is it? The Gettysburg Address? I think isn't that the one where he?
The house divided.
No.
I don't know. Whatever. The one time he like says like the slaves are free. He freed them in the South, not in the North.
Oh, the Emancipation Proclamation.
Thank you. Emancipation Proclamation.
Okay, so that's
I
enough
know
of
what's
that. But I have some more interesting facts about the original Thanksgiving that I don't think you guys know. So there are what?
But I don't think you guys what?
No.
Oh, I didn't hear that part. Sorry.
Okay.
But I don't think you guys.
So things that were not eaten at the original Thanksgiving include ham, potatoes or sweet potatoes.
Boring, I'm
Ham
out.
during Thanksgiving or weekend.
Ham is very popular. They talked about that this year. Some people just ate ham this year and no turkey.
Okay, corn was not eaten, cranberry sauce was not eaten, but they think they might have eaten cranberries. It just like wasn't a sauce kind of thing. They didn't eat pumpkin pie, that wasn't a thing. They didn't eat chicken or the eggs from the chickens, and they didn't have milk, at least from cows, because they only had goats at that point in the
They
U.S.
have goat milk.
Well, they might have had goat milk. It's not confirmed
No,
nor
not
denied.
anymore.
But what was on what?
Mom doesn't like goat milk.
I missed it.
She just went.
Play it back.
She went.
She made her funny, I don't like that noise.
But made it into a goat.
I think I'm
Okay, so what was eaten was venison. That was like the meat that they had
makes
because
sense because deer are around. Yeah.
so anyway, what happened was they were like, "Oh, like natives, come and celebrate with us. Like you taught us how to like garden." And then why do you keep making faces? Okay, so you're making me self-conscious over here. They were like, thank you for helping us garden, like bring your families. And then the natives were like, okay. And then they brought the entire tribe and they were like, we don't have enough food for your whole tribe because they considered like their family to be the whole
Right.
tribe.
Right.
And then, so they went out and they killed like 5 deer and brought it
I thought
back.
they were gonna say people.
No.
No, that was the English people that were the killers. So, yeah, so they had venison and then they also ate fowl, but like not turkey, and barley. And then my last fact is that Sarah Josepha Hale was an American writer, the one that wrote Mary Had a Little Lamb. She had to campaign for 30 years to make Thanksgiving a national holiday. And she's the one that published the Thanksgiving cookbooks that included the recipes that are like the staple foods now, like turkey and cranberry sauce and such.
And what year was that?
1998.
No, I
I
mean
don't-
like.
I don't know.
I mean, I
relation,
just.
Do you know?
Like before Abe Lincoln was president? Because
Oh, I
she
have to
campaigned
say-
for 30 years and then
The
he's the one that made it. So like
1800s,
1800s, yeah.
So okay, so that's how long ago they started doing the corn and everything. I thought you were gonna tell me that it was like
Last year. They
No.
started doing
No.
corn last year.
Yeah, but
Well-
a little bit more recent than the 1800s.
Okay, I didn't know
You're
Sarah
wrong.
Jessica Parker was that old. I didn't know she's the one who made the cookbook.
You're trying too hard.
No. I'm trying to get that one out.
Alright, thanks for listening. Can everyone just tell Cheryl hi now?
Hi,
No.
Mr. Cheryl.
Hey.
Bye.
It's Dr.
Cheryl. Mr. Dr. Cheryl.
That's Mr. Dr. Professor Patrick to you.
I'm the favorite Rothka.
I don't think so.
I think you're the least.
I'm the favorite.
Okay, see ya.
Bye.
Bye.